is a lie. I live walking in joy that only you give.
Guys, I wanted to say that as we start this second verse, the first thing you want to do when you're writing a second verse is you want it to flow exactly the same way as the first verse did. Just like the first verse said, I was condemned, I was guilty, I was lost. We want that second verse to start out the same way. And I apologize if I am telling you guys things that are obvious, but I don't know what's obvious to some people and what's not. So I'm just trying to throw out exactly how I build a song. As you can tell, I'm driving down the road and I kind of had an idea from last night. We were at prayer meeting on Wednesday night, church service, and we sang the song, Jesus, 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 sweetest name I know. I know most of you probably know that song. That song had the line in it that said, feasting on the riches of his grace. How good is that? So I was like, I could use that line to start this second verse. I think the first verse told a lot about who we were, and I want the second verse to kind of do the same, reiterate it a little more and a little different than we did in the first verse. So stick around as we try to build this second verse. Right now, I have in my head that one line, and we're going to build from that line. Like I said, we got the inspiration from that little hymn we sang last night in church. And I am on my way right now to get a haircut, so just letting you know that later on in the video, you're probably going to see me with a little different hairdo. Well, you don't see my hair right now, but I'm also going to get my beard trimmed. I may look a little different in just a little bit, but I doubt I'll look much better. I apologize for that.
Later that very day.
All right, guys, what do you think about my haircut and my beard trim? I think he did a pretty good job. Tried to talk him into a perm, but he said I didn't have enough hair for it, so I guess we'll have to put the perm on hold until God gives me some more hair. If you live around Hammond, Louisiana, though, when you're not seeing Tommy Gibbs to cut your hair, trim your beard, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Why are we friends? Just kidding, guys. But I did want to show you my haircut and my beard trim. Let y'all know that I'll jump on here in just a little bit when we're writing verse number dos. Woo! I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Hey guys, I'm actually getting back on here a couple days after the fact that I made the last parts of the video. Things come up, things happen, and I just haven't been able to sit down and really focus to write and do things like that. So I wanted to sit down here and we're going to try to knock out this second verse. Like I was saying earlier in the video, I got some inspiration to start this second verse from that song, The Sweetest Name I Know. The line that I'm going to use was feasting on the riches of his grace. Now we're going to say, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. Because this song has been like a song to Jesus Christ. Like we're talking to him while we're singing this song, because we're saying there's a million reasons why you should have called 10,000 angels. There's a million reasons why they should have carried you away. So we're going to reword this a little bit. We're going to say, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. And so just so you know, I have my notebook here with me tonight too. Right here. You see my pen. And so I'm going to write that little line down. Now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. And we're going to build this from there. So most of the time when I'm building a song this way, I will finish writing the whole chorus. Because like I said, I already have that melody in my head. So I really don't need the guitar to get me going and to figure out where I'm going, because I have built that song already. So when I'm building a song this way, I will wait until usually after I've done the chorus. Then I'll start writing the chords down for the chorus to take to my daughter or some fellas I go to church with, and they can sit down and they make this thing a lot prettier than I can, okay? So today I have my guitar. Now, we've already got a verse and a chorus to this thing. So I wanted to let you know also that I have already previously went through and kind of charted this thing out. So we're going to start this with the one. I was condemned, I was guilty, I was 6 minor, lost. You were the one Son of God, still you bore 6 minor, my cross. Took for my guilt and shame. For my 6 minors took the blame. You could afford hope
hopeless and there to five. There's a million reasons, one you should have called 10,000 for. From round your one to come and carry you a 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 minor, 4, 1, 5. There's a million reasons, one.
Okay, so that is the chord progression for our verse and our chorus. If you can't even play an instrument at all, take it to someone who kind of knows how to, and they might can hear what you're going for and be able to do this for you. So now that we kind of know the chord progression for the song, we're going to want to make sure this second verse flows the same way. So now we need to do the 1 to the 6 minor. Our second verse needs to say, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. So it would sound like this when we play it. Now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. So you see how that sounds just like the first part? I was condemned, I was guilty, I was lost. So that is what I mean when you want to have the same melody and the same flow. And again, I'm sorry if some of this is common sense to some people. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for someone who has never wrote and wants to write. I'm trying to make something that kind of helps you figure out what to do, because really I looked on YouTube and I can't find a whole lot about that is just detailed like this and shows people actually processing their thoughts and things. And I know some of this is probably boring. The videos may not get a lot of views, and really that's not my concern. If I can help a couple people out there or encourage a couple people out there to write, I will feel like this video series is a success. This is one of the problems I have, getting off topic and starting to talk about something else when I need to focus on this song. So, all right, second verse. We're saying, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. So we're going, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. So the way this song is flowing, the next word needs to rhyme with grace. See, in the first verse we said, I was condemned, I was guilty, I was lost. You were the perfect Son of God, still you bore my cross. So lost and cross rhymes. So now we need to rhyme something with grace. Now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. Something, 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 something that rhymes with grace. Okay, so we say, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace. Since your precious blood has washed my sin away. I kind of like that. Okay, so, but I don't like the way, so it says, we said, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace, since your precious blood has washed my sins away. So let's say instead of now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace, let's change it to I've been feasting on the riches of your grace. I've been feasting on the riches of your grace. So it would be, I've been feasting on the riches of your grace. Since your precious blood has washed my sin away. And you see how that flows with the other verse. So it was, I was condemned, I was guilty, I was lost. You were the perfect Son of God, still you bore my cross. So our second verse flows exactly like that, and that's exactly what we want. We have the second verse and we've rhymed grace with away. And see, if you just say grace and away, they don't really rhyme very well. But when you sing the song, you sing it in a way that makes them rhyme. And now that's a little something different there. It's not like a perfect rhyme. There's a name for that when there is not a perfect rhyme. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe I'll put it up in this video when I'm editing it and
show you guys the actual word for it, but it sounds good when we sing it though, right? So we're feasting on the riches of your grace, since your precious blood has washed my sin away. All right, now we need to go back to the first verse. So this next line does not need to rhyme with grace or way. It needs to stand alone, but the next line will rhyme with it. So what could we say here? So we got, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace, since your precious blood has washed my sins away. So we want to find something that we didn't say exactly the same way in the first verse, but we are trying to kind of reiterate what we said in the first verse. So we've got, now I'm feasting on the riches of your grace, since your precious blood has washed my sin away. What about something free? I was a prisoner. What about I was a prisoner, now I'm free? I was a prisoner, now I'm free. So that flows exactly the same way as it took all my guilt and shame. So I like it. I'm going to cut this video right here, put down my guitar, write these words down real quick, and then I'll get right back on here. You may not even be able to tell that I did this. So hopefully, if I can cut it just right, you won't. Okay, I'm back. So now, whatever we're saying next needs to rhyme with free, but needs to flow the same way as the first verse did. So the first verse was, for my crimes you took the blame. So it needs to flow just like that, except this time we have to rhyme it with the word free, because I was a prisoner, now I'm free. So, for my crimes you took the blame. What about I'm alive and I'm redeemed? Let's see. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. I'm alive, now I'm redeemed. Was a prisoner, now I'm free. Hell ain't got no hold on me. No, I mean, that's pretty good, but nah. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. The devil lost his grip on me. I was blind, but now I see. So those flow exactly like I need them to flow. I like the lines. They're just not the ones that, there's just that one that hits you sometimes and you're like, yeah, that's it. Well, I don't know. Some of you may not know that, but there's just, you'll know, like the line will come to you and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I really like that. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. Sin lost its grip on me. I like words that sing easy together too. And like if you're saying sin lost its grip on me, kind of feels kind of jumpy to me, and it might work good for some people. That's just not my style really. Let's see. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. You paid the debt for me. You paid the final price for me. Yes, okay, I like it. Let's see, all right. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. You paid the final price for me. I like it. I like that. What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to write that one down real quick. Okay, so now we have, I've been feasting on the riches of your grace. I've been feasting on the riches of your grace, since your precious blood has washed my sin away. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. You paid the final price for me. Perfect. Perfect. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving this song. Like, I'm really excited about it. I mean, I just kind of got on here and was thinking that I was just going to write a little, song just to try to give some people some ideas, and wasn't really too sure of what the song might turn out like, but I'm really loving it so far. I hope you guys are too. Now, the next line needs to flow the exact same way the end of the first verse did. So this is the last line of the verse, and we need it to match the same melody as the first verse. So the end of the first verse said, you could have left this hopeless sinner there to die. But this, we're going to rhyme the last word of this line with the line from the chorus, there's a million reasons why. That's just kind of how we did on the first verse. I kind of liked how it turned out, and we're going to do the same thing here. So it needs to rhyme with why. The first time it was left this hopeless sinner there to die. I was a prisoner, now I'm free. You paid the final price for me. An undeserving sinner such as I. Pay the final price for me. An undeserving sinner such as I. So I like that, kind of. I like the way it flows. It matches the first verse, but it also says sinner in it, and so did the first verse. Sometimes that's okay, guys. I just prefer to try to be more creative and think of other ways and other things to say other than saying the same words all the time. I like to kind of process it and kind of take my time. Listen, sometimes it does not happen like it's happening on this video. Sometimes you will get an idea for a song and you will start writing and get a couple lines in, and then you might go on hold on that song for months, maybe even years. Like I've had songs that I had sitting around for years that I just eventually finally picked up and was able to get verses to it. It's just sometimes it's like that. So don't be discouraged. It's not all like this. You're not always going to just be able to sit down and write a song in a few days, all right? Or sometimes it might hit you and you're able to write a song in one sitting. Like you can sit down and just the words just flow out like crazy. And those are awesome. Sometimes it's, you got to work for it. And I hope you can tell from this process that we're thinking of things and we're trying to process things. And I hope that you're able to see that on here, that this has not been a perfect process. I've had to go back, change lines, tweak lines and everything. So you're not going to be perfect from the get-go, okay? So I said all that. Now we're still trying to find this last line for this verse. So we got, I was a prisoner, now I'm free. Paid the final price for me. You purchased my redemption with your life. There's a million reasons why. That's it. That's the line right there. You purchased my redemption with your life. Purchased my redemption with your life. There's a million reasons why you should have called 10,000 angels from round your throne to come and carry you away. You knew who I was, still you chose to die. You deserve my life, my love, my all. There's a million reasons why. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. I cannot wait. So on the next video, we're going to talk about tweaking the song, getting it nailed down just right, making sure all the words are just right and flow perfectly. Start thinking about how we're going to end the song. So stay tuned for the next video. I hope you're enjoying this series. Man, now we have 2 great verses, a great chorus. I think this is going to be a great song, guys. I really love this song. I cannot wait to have like my daughter or something play this while I sing it for you guys, because she's such a better guitar player than I am, and I can just focus on singing the words to the song. And so I'm hoping that the final video will be this song, my daughter playing it with me singing it. It will be the completed song and the completed product that we have written right here on YouTube. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. I hope you'll stick around for the rest of them. Stick around. Check it out. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
He wasn't leaving me behind. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm the one he left the 99 to find.